time for another Dice Tower review with the Game Boy Geek.
Hello my friends, it's the Game Boy Geek here. You ever stay late up at night and watch all those crazy infomercials? What's the one line that you always hear from that radio voice guy? No, it's not Eric Summer. It is, but wait, there's more. That's what we're talking about here, but wait, there's more. This is a party game where you're selling things to other people. It's an individual or a team game, and it plays up to 10 players. 3 to 10 players, plays in a quick 20 minutes. Let's take a look. At the beginning of Body Party, everyone is selecting a color, or a company in this case, to be the person they're selling for. It doesn't really much matter, but it gives you a color so everyone can see who your company is. If there's 5 or less players, each player is going to play on their own, and they're going to get 3 feature cards. If there's 6 to 10 players, you're going to partner up with somebody, and every person is still going to get 3 feature cards. And how the game works is it's 3 rounds long. Everyone's going to have a product to sell. So for example, for the first round, everyone is going to be selling a screwdriver. Now, based upon the 3 feature cards they got, they basically have 30 seconds to sell the screwdriver. So let's assume it's a 5-player or less game where everyone is solo. Now, once the screwdriver is shown, everyone gets to look secretly. These would be secret, no one would see them. We would look at the 3 feature cards that I drew, and I'm going to try to pick one, and I'll put it face down in front of me. Let's see. Expands on contact, extends from 6 to 12 inches with a single touch, ensures a smooth, stable ride. I would select one of these, I'd keep the other ones in my hand, and I'd put it face down. Once everybody's is face down, we'll start selling. Each person will get to go, and they will have basically 30 seconds to sell. Now what's going to happen is they're going to flip this over, and they're going to start selling. Now, about halfway through, they're going to take one of these feature cards randomly and flip it over, and they're going to say, but wait, there's more. And then they have to sell this feature as part of the product. So let's take a look at how this might look. You know, when you're underneath the car, you can never really get that screwdriver to really reach up there and get the screw that you need. But today, I am selling you a screwdriver that, with a single touch, whoosh, it extends from 6 to 12 inches, reaching that screw that you cannot get to from underneath. Your grease monkey brother can't even help you. Oh, but wait, there's more. Not only does it extend from 6 to 12 feet, but when your wife comes out and starts yelling at you because you don't know what the heck you're doing and you're making more of a mess than was there before, it has a mute button, honey. Blip, blip. She is muted. What a great day. The screwdriver for you. And that would be how you would sell a screwdriver. Let's take another look. Now, let's say everyone would do that in a row. They would try to sell something with 30 seconds with a timer. And once everyone's done, everyone would then get a certain amount of vote cards. There's 1 point, there's 2 points, and there's 3 points. Depending on the amount of players, you would get a certain amount of cards of 1 point, and 2 points, and 3 points, depending on the amount of players or teams. And you would take those and you would divvy them up. So for each other player, face down, you're going to be putting down your vote card. So you're going to put 1 vote card pretty much on everybody else's, and everyone else is going to put 1 vote card on you, and it's kept secret until the end of the game. Once everyone has gone through and sold 3 products, again, everyone's selling the same product during the round, at the very end of the game, you flip these up, and whoever has the most votes is the winner. So that's basically how the game's played, but let's take a look and do a couple more examples of products. Now the next product that we would be selling, scissors. Now, if you remember from the first round, these 2 I did not use. Those get kept. When I used the one from the previous round, I get a replacement at the end of that round. So I have 1 new card, 2 that I know of. I have expands on contacts, ensures a smooth, stable ride, and with lifelike sounds. Let's see if we can come up with selling scissors. Okay, today I have some scissors to sell you, but they're not just any scissors. In fact, as soon as you put your hands on these, it expands on contact, whoosh, like big Edward Scissorhands. Why do you need bigger scissors? Because these aren't any scissors. These are to cut the limbs of trees. They start off as little paper scissors, but now you can go out and garden with them. But wait, there's more. It even has an LCD screen so that when it's way up there, you're not on a ladder, you're not getting up there, you're cutting it from the ground, you're afraid of ladders. It has an LCD screen that wirelessly is right next to, and you can see which branches you're cutting directly from the ground so you don't have to fall off the ladder. We have a safe scissors that enlarges and lets you cut the tree. And again, you would do that again. Each person would sell that, and we'd go one more round. Now, there is a card called Tell Us More. It starts with the youngest player. At any time, once someone's done doing their second feature, the But Wait, There's More, you throw this at them and you say, Tell us more. And they do another random feature, But Wait, There's More. And then this person keeps the card and they can give it to somebody else. Now, that's playing 5 players or less. If you play with 6 players or more, each player, like normal, is going to select one of the 3 feature cards. Now, when they get halfway through their pitch, they're going to say, but wait, there's more. Instead of pulling from the pile, their partner, who has already previously selected their card at the beginning of the round, has to flip theirs over and sell it. And the key is that they don't get to see who's picking what. You secretly pick your feature, and your partner secretly picks their feature, and you just hope that they're going to go together. You can figure out who's going to go first. You don't get to show each other their features before. So it is still kind of a random thing, but it's not as random because both people are choosing it. And that's how you play the team game. All right, well, there's But Wait, There's More. Now, I was really excited about this because it's very similar to another party game that I love. It's one of my favorites, and it made my top 100 list, called Snake Oil. So let's talk about these two and the differences and what this one is and what this one isn't. Now, first of all, it is a party-ish game, and it is one that does require some level of creativity. However, I would argue that some of the times you don't have to be super creative, because when you have that feature card, a lot of times you can just find one that's funny just the way it says what it is. So you can have a product, you can throw the card down, and you can almost just verbatim read the card, and people would laugh, and those people that are afraid of being creative could still have fun in this game. Now, it does get a little even scarier when you get that random card, boom, and you got to do it, and then you got to try to sell that. Now, sometimes that card makes completely no sense, and you're really going to struggle. Other times, you'll flip it over, it might even just totally make sense. Like, oh my gosh, yeah, that totally makes sense. So that's a positive and negative there with the randomizing the But Wait, There's More, and you grab the random card. So what we found is that people that struggle with creativity, they don't really sell a whole lot. They just flip over the card and say it. And it's okay, because it kind of gives them a way to play this game without, where normally they'd be like in Snake Oil, they're way too scared. So compare that to Snake Oil. So Snake Oil, you have to be a lot more creative, right? You have 6 cards, you have all these different permutations, you've got a million different things to look at that you can try to make. So it's a lot more brain burnery, but it gives you more creativity. So if you're looking at these two, Snake Oil is better for those that are very creative and love that creative aspect and love to come up with those stories from scratch. This is better for those people that are a little more reserved, that want to have a good laugh, but don't want to be under the pressure of having to come up with everything themselves, because the card kind of does it for you. Now, you can embellish and you can kind of try to make a story, but you don't necessarily even really have to. Just picking the card is good enough, kind of like apples to apples style for some people. So that's the difference. If you're super creative, Snake Oil is probably better. If you want to laugh but you're afraid of being like super creative, this is better. The couple things I really liked about this better than Snake Oil is, number one, the scoring. A lot of these party game scoring is open. It's like everyone knows who did what, and I'm going to give this person a point. Now, granted, party games, it doesn't really matter who wins anyway, but that still bothers some people. I love this aspect of the scoring where you're secretly giving people points and you don't know who's winning until the end, you flip it over. Genius. Great scoring model in this. This is a great part of this game. The other thing is the team version. I actually like the team version better because you are selecting something secretly. Your partner is selecting something secretly. You don't know what each other's did. You figure out who goes first. One person sells something, but wait, there's more. Instead of grabbing that random card in the middle, this person who picked the card they wanted has to figure out a way to sell that on top of what you were already talking about. We found that interaction to actually be the best, and the way that this game really shines the most is with the teams. And you play with teams from 6 to 10 players. So, all in all, it's good, it's fun, if you like that creative aspect. I am gonna lean towards this if I'm playing 6 to 10 players and I want to play a game like this that's salesman-y, because I love the team aspect. Where if I'm gonna play with 5 or less players, I'm gonna probably personally pick Snake Oil because I love that creative aspect of it. So there you go. There's the different pros and cons that I like in the game. Why you would pick this over Snake Oil. Can you own both? Sure. I think you can, because again, the team version is so good in this, and it's different. It's still different. It's very similar, but still it's different enough. And Snake Oil is a lot more creative. This one you can still be creative, but you don't have to. But the team version's better. But wait, there's more.
Thanks so much for watching the Dice Tower videos. Find more great videos and reviews, as well as our top-rated audio podcast at Dicetower.com. You can also find other great shows at Dicetowernetwork.com. I'm Eric Summerer, and you've been watching The Dice Tower. The Dice Tower is sponsored by Cool Stuff Inc., where you can find great games for great prices. Cool stuff in stock. Check them out at CoolStuffInc.com.